shit, here we go again.
Okay, now that we have seen how to get a particular statement printed, now let us move ahead with variables. What are these variables and how to write this? Okay, what are the rules of writing these variables? So if I simply write over here nothing but a equals to something like JavaScript over here, right? Something like JavaScript over here. So a over here is nothing but a variable. So you can understand variables like a container where you can put some materials inside. In the kitchen, you might have a lot of containers, right? A lot of jars wherein you can put some pulses, rice, something like that. Variables are also. Okay. Variables are containers where it is containing. The variable a is containing nothing but the word JavaScript over here. Okay. Like that, you can create multiple variables like b equals to 12, right? This is a number over here. And also, again, guys, I'm repeating that you can put a semicolon, right? And you can also avoid it. Basically, in JavaScript, it is optional. Okay. So there will be some rules, right? There will be some rules to create these variables. You cannot create variables, whatever name comes up, you cannot create that. So let me write down some. So names can contain letters, digits, underscore, and dollar sign. Okay. So basically, name can contain nothing but letters. It can contain letters, digits, underscore, and dollar sign. Name must begin with a letter. So whatever variable name you are keeping, right, it should always start with a letter. You cannot start a particular variable with number. Like you cannot write 12 or 1s over here as a variable. Okay. You cannot write like this over here. So name must begin with a letter. The next, name can also begin with a dollar symbol and underscore, but we will not use it in this tutorial. Okay. So over here, right? Over here we can also use underscore and dollar symbol, but most of the developers tend to not use it in their programming language to just make it as simple. Okay. Why to use underscore and dollar symbol? That would just increase the complexity of understanding, right? So names are also case sensitive. Okay, what does it mean? So over here, if I write a and capital A, both the variables over here are totally different from each other. Right? If I tend to print over here, let me print console.log the value of a, and you can see over here JavaScript getting printed. So the value of this particular a is nothing but JavaScript, or the variable a is holding the value JavaScript over here. And when I print it, it is printing value of the data JavaScript. Again, over here semicolons are optional. If I go ahead and console log capital A, that will be giving me the value 12 over here, right? Also, we cannot use over here reserved words like, you cannot write something like console equals to machine, right? Console over here is a reserved word. You cannot use these reserved words. There are many reserved words which we will be seeing throughout the course, like for, if, switch, all these are reserved words. You cannot use them as a variable. Also, again, I'm mentioning JavaScript identifiers are case sensitive. So when I say case sensitive, right? So basically over here, this a and this particular these both variables are different from each other. They are not same. Okay. So this is all about your variables. So what did you learn till now? So variables are nothing but containers which contains data, right? And while writing the variables, these are the certain rules which you and I should follow. Right? So names cannot have letters. Names can have letters, digits, underscore, and dollar sign, but in between. Also a name, okay? Also a variable but must start with a letter. Okay. A variable can also start with dollar symbol and underscore, but in this course we won't be using it. The reason is very simple, to reduce the number of complexity. Okay. You are reading a code and somewhere between you just see a dollar symbol a written. That just increases the complexity of reading it, right? So we'll try to avoid it as much as possible. Also over here the variables are case insensitive. Okay. I'm sorry, the case sensitive. Okay, over here the variables are case sensitive.